Let's do a small mental experiment. Pause for a second and ask yourself this. What is the most important thing for me right now? Most people never ask this question, but when they start, their decisions change. If you sometimes feel lost in conversations, decisions, or situations, listen to this. Your mind works much better when it has a clear question, because your mind is a search engine. And a question as a grammatic form gives your mind direction to search. So I train my mind to ask regularly. But these two questions. But let's start with the first one. The first question is very simple. What is the most important for me right now? In this very moment, in this conversation, in this interaction. Let me tell you something interesting. Sometimes when you ask yourself this question in the middle of a conversation, you suddenly realize something. Maybe what's most important is not proving that you are right. Maybe what's the most important is keeping the relationship calm or finishing the conversation with respect. And sometimes this small question can stop an argument before it even starts because your attention shifts. You become more conscious about what actually matters. So, quick question for you right now. What is the most important thing for you in this very moment? You could name peace, clarity, dignity, finishing the task, or protecting energy. But there is another question that works together with this one, and this one is even more powerful. The second question is, what would be the best possible result for me here? Not a perfect result, just the best realistic outcome in this situation. A little hypnotic inside. Let me tell you something interesting. The brain is quite economical with energy and questions as a grammatical form, actually demanding structures for the mind. When you ask a clear question, the brain naturally begins searching. The brain needs to close the case. It looks for possibilities, it looks for solutions almost automatically. Here is an example. Imagine you are in a meeting and tension is growing. If you pause internally and ask, what is the most important for me right now? Maybe the answer is clarity or respect. And then you ask, what would be the best outcome for me in this moment? Maybe it's not the winning argument. Maybe the best outcome is finding a solution that everybody can accept. And suddenly, your behavior changes. Think of these questions like entering a destination into a navigation system. Without a question, the mind just keeps driving. With a question, the brain starts searching for the best route. And if you ask these questions regularly, something subtle begins to happen. Your mind naturally starts focusing for more often on better outcomes, almost as if life gives you a few more green lights along the way. And if this idea gave you something useful today, follow me for more ways to change the words and make your life a little lighter.